Hello, everybody. Ange here, and today we are going to talk about gear. I like to I wore shorts for a very long time, and the reason I wore shorts is because whenever I bought pants from Target to run in, I found that they like to fall down a lot. Maybe it was my jiggle, maybe it was the momentum. They love to fall down. And if I put anything in the pocket, it would just drag the pants down my butt. So what I did was I moved over to shorts. I bought a really cheap pair of shorts from Target, and I found that there were still not enough pockets. I don't know what it is about women's running shorts, but they don't have enough pockets in them. So in order to fix that, because I needed lots of room for gels and water and just tissues and shit that I wanted to bring with me, what I did was I bought a boys swimming shorts. I cut the cargo pockets out and I actually sewed them onto my running shorts. It worked really, really well for a really long time. And I actually ran a half marathon with another medal in my pocket with those shorts. They lasted a really long time. They're a great pair of shorts. They had a great mesh to them. But I wanted to move back over to pants because of sun issues. I didn't really want to expose my skin to UV rays, so I wanted to go back to pants. That made me turn to the Church of Lululemon. And I was always against spending a lot of money on workout pants and workout gear and workout clothes, but when I tried their pants on, I loved them. And here's what's great about their pants. They stay up. It doesn't matter how fast or how hard your foot hits the ground, the pants actually stay up. You could put so much crap in those pockets, doesn't matter. The pants will stay up. So I have converted to the Church of Lululemon. And I also wear just a regular band on my head to catch all the sweat. It's a cheap dollar store handkerchief. I have a couple of these, and I wash them every time after I go running because they get really sweaty. And I also have an armband which holds my iPhone in it. As far as headphones, I tried really expensive Blue Jay headphones with Bluetooth technology, but the problem is that if you have earrings like I do, the casing of the headphones knocks against your earrings and you get this constant knocking sound whenever you go running, which is very annoying. So I actually use a pair of cheap $3 headphones from Walgreens. It's just a simple bud. I only wear it in my right ear because I like to keep my left ear open for any sort of traffic noises or any sort of warnings or anything I need to keep my eyes out for. I feel like as a runner, we're out and about everywhere and we need to keep alert of our environment. Since I only wear one ear, I actually balled up the rest of it into a ball, and then I have a safety pin on it, which I safety pin to my shirt, because I don't like the feeling of like a bouncing cord in my ear. It works quite well. It's like $3 at Walgreens, and it's very worth it. The band itself, I bought at a running store, $19, totally worth it. Totally worth it. And I also want to talk about the T-band. So this is a band that can wrap around the bottom of your knee. It supports the patella, and if you have runner's knee or any sort of tendon issues, you might be familiar with this. I used this because I started having knee pain and I was worried that I was having tendon issues. So I wrapped this around and then I realized that while my knee felt better because the tendon was being held in place and supported, my hip actually felt worse because that tendon is attached to a muscle that eventually wraps around and hits your hip. So my hip was bearing the load of my knee and it felt worse. So I took it off. I only wore it once. And of course, I've talked about my shoes. I got fitted at a running store. I went to Roadrunner and I got on the treadmill. They measured my gait. I have relatively flat feet with low arches and I need some stability, so I wear the Saucony Grid 8. They're a fantastic shoe, but I cannot recommend any single brand to make a runner successful. I recommend you get your butt to the running store, get your gait measured. It's free to do, Get insoles made. It's worth it, although they are costly. They are very worth it. They are custom fit and molded to your foot, so you have any sort of support that you need. And I would get their recommendation for sneakers. Sneakers are not that expensive. They're probably going to run you between $68 to maybe $140. If you get their discount, you can get 20% off, which brings the price down. The thing about these sneakers is that you could put about 400 to 500 miles on one pair, which can last you a really long time. That's the benefit of running, is that you don't really end up spending a lot of money unless you actually want to. You don't need to buy like really expensive Lululemon clothes. You can go to Target and find like $10 shorts, and they can last you a really long time. So you can do it on the cheap. The only thing I would ever invest in is sneakers, the appropriate sneakers and the appropriate insole. And I hope I've been informative, and I hope I've influenced you to get a great pair of sneakers, the gear that you like, and to go hit the trails or the concrete as I do. I think the next video will probably be about nutrition. Although I am not a nutritionist, just FYI, but I do want to talk about my experiences. Bye!